Hey, what's going on? Social media lead generation. Tone Fernandez here, guys. And today we're going to be talking about um, Facebook ads. I'm going to show you a basic walkthrough. Today, our title basically is, Facebook ad basic walkthrough, where if those of you who are entrepreneurs or self-employed, you can use Facebook ads as a tool, an additional tool to reach out to more people. Now, there are some people who they will go through a marketing agency to run their ads. But at the beginning, not all of us have a budget to hire, a Facebook ad company because sometimes they do charge several thousand plus ad spend. By the way, what ad spend means that that's how much your ads will cost. So today, guys, I wanted to show you a basic walkthrough for those of you who may say, you know what, I want to run my own ads, and I want to, basically see how to do it or at least where to go. This is a basic walkthrough. This is what we're not doing. We're not talking specific strategy. So I'm not going to show you, different strategies yet. That's more to come later. Where different ways where you can basically run certain ads to build certain lists. I'm going to show you guys all that later. It's, what I do in my business. But today, guys, I'm going to show you guys a basic walkthrough for a Facebook ad. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and um, share my screen with you guys. All right. Awesome. Awesome. So let me make sure my audio is working actually. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Just make sure my audio is working. I do have some difficulty at times. Awesome. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you how to get to their Facebook ads. Um, awesome. All right, guys. So for those of you who are watching this here, the first thing that you want to do is when you get to your Facebook account, on the right side here, there's a drop down menu. Simply click on that and then you click on manage ads. Once you click on manage ads, I already have it open right now, but once you click on manage ads, it'll take you to the Facebook ad manager. The second thing you do is you look for, an account that you're running. Obviously, you see I have a bunch of ads that I've ran here previously. And once you've identified what ad account you're going to use, second thing is you hit create. So you're going to create an ad. Now there's three elements to breaking down an ad as far as when you're running a campaign. There's your campaign, there's your ad set, meaning you can have multiple ads in one, and then there's one specific ad. So when you first get started, the Facebook is going to ask you, what is the reasoning for this ad? Because they're going to help you with your objective. Is it brand awareness? Is it just reach? Is it traffic? You want people to land on a website? Is it engagement? You want people to like or to respond to your post or react to it? Do you want somebody to download your app? Is it your video views? Is it lead generation? I actually use this one right now where you can collect people's information on a card, and meaning they specifically want to learn more about your product or service. Message, you can show people basically a direct message on WhatsApp or Instagram direct or on Facebook Messenger. Is it conversion? You want to convert, show people to your ads likely to take valuable actions like making a purchase. Now, the reason why Facebook will ask you this is because they have data on people who will take action. They have data on who's likely to download and install apps. So they want to help you out. So the second thing, we're going to start off with traffic here, because that's typically what you'll start off with as your first ad. We're going to go to continue. All right. So here's the part where you name everything. Now, for me, my campaign, I like to name it. So let's say this was a specific campaign. For example, I have a campaign running right now for a giveaway. So what I do with those specific ads is I name it specifically what it's for. So, 10 days of leads giveaway, right? So that's my campaign name. The next thing that I do and want you to do is just, what type of campaign, but details do I want? Do I want an auction meaning that there's you and there's other people on Facebook that are bidding for exposure, and do you want to bid for those exposures? That's the best type is auctioning. And my objective is traffic. Once I'm done with that, I don't change anything else. I hit next. So the second part is your ad set. Now your ad set basically will narrow down some things that you want to do. So here it's going to ask you to name your ad set. I honestly, I was going to mention this earlier. I name all my ads, my ad set. I name everything the same. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste what I had previously onto here. So here, it's going to ask me, so you want traffic. Do you want website traffic, app traffic, messenger traffic, or WhatsApp traffic? I want website traffic. Most of you guys will have a website. And when I say website, it's either your website or it's going to be through a funnel. A lot of times we use funnel. Now here in your ad set, you can pick a daily budget. If you're brand new, you can stick with a budget of $5. If you're just starting off, just to test it out, start off with $5 a day, something really small. And then here you can select a start and end date. I usually don't select an end date. I usually just let it go until I feel I've tested it enough. And then for this specific area here, I want you to pay attention to. In your ad set, it's going to tell you to pick a specific audience. So I'm not going to create an audience now because I'm just kind of demoing the walkthrough. But this is a part of the Facebook ad that you really need to pay attention to, because this is one of the most important parts. Now, entering the information, as I'm showing you, is not the important part. All these things that the information should already be done way before you even start your putting together your ad. And what I mean by that is, before you go into the Facebook ad, you should already have a detailed target of your audience. So by the time you get to this page, you're just plugging in the numbers. You're not trying to figure it out here at this page, because at this point you should already have that. So one of my suggestions is, when you go into the Facebook ads, take a look at the custom audience. Take a look at what type of different categories they have. Take a look at all the different things, the age group, the different demographics. Take a look at all of that, so that by the time that you go in here, you already have a list of things on a piece of paper. So one of the things that I do is, before I even go into the ad, on a piece of paper, I already have all of these written down. So then when I get to this page, I'm just entering information, as I go. So that's the beautiful thing about being prepared. So you can choose location, you can pick worldwide, just the United States, your city alone. You can pick an area code if you like. Age group, genders, you can pick, and this is detailed targeting is important. So detailed targeting, and I'll give you an example, is you can choose a behavior, you can choose anything. You can choose. Let's take a look. You can choose income by zip code. It gets so detailed, guys. You can pick if they're parents. You can pick what age their children are. What age do you want to have shown for what parents? You can pick if you want. Let's say you want homeowners. This is important for you people out there who are in the mortgage industry. Homeowner. So in detailed targeting is where you're going to narrow down your audience. And as you can see here on the right, this audience definition, this little this little, I don't know, graph or what to call it, it's going to tell you if your audience is too broad, or if it's too specific, or if it's just right. So once you get to specific audience, you can choose placement. Placement means that if you choose automatic, Facebook's going to put it in certain places on Facebook. So it doesn't just show up on the news feed. It'll show up on a messenger, in Messenger. It'll show up on a story, Facebook story. It may show up on other places. You can manually change that if you want, and you can put it to show up on, you don't want it on the marketplace, or you don't want it on the news feed, video feed, or you don't want it on the right column ads, and you can narrow that down. Now, for the most part, I don't change this unless I'm doing a very specific ad, but I do sometimes go here. I mentioned this on my last video. If I want to only target people with certain phones, so here it'll let you target people with specific devices, mobile or desktop. And then it'll also let you at the bottom here, It'll also let you target people either Android or iPhone, or it'll also let you target people who are on Wi-Fi. So you can say, you know what, I only want to target people who are on Wi-Fi. So this part of the Facebook ad is very important. Again, this should be done before you even get to this actual screen. In here, you want link clicks, you leave that alone. I usually leave most of this alone. Once you're done with your target audience, the next part is the creation of your actual ad. So I'll show you the elements. Now, again, along with your target on a piece of paper, you should already have this part written down, ready to go. So you're literally just either copy and pasting or you're typing it out here. So I'm going to type in the same name for my specific ad. Now here, identity, I can choose what page I want it to run. So I have my personal brand, which is Anthony Fernandez. So you do need a business page. And then I have my life insurance business page. So I choose which one I want. Then here you can choose if you want it to run on Instagram or not. A lot of times I like to run it also on Instagram. And then here's where you pick the type of ad that you want. So do you want a single image or a video? So you can upload an image, you can upload a video to this. You can do a carousel. Carousel is just either a group of a select of 2 or more videos, images that basically people can scroll through on your ad. Or you could do a collection, a group of items that opens into a full screen mobile experience. So it's a newer. So once you're done with that, the next part is where you add your media. So you upload your picture, you upload your video, whatever it is. Now, these are the elements of the ad that you'll see, and I'm going to show you here. So the first one is your primary text. Your primary text is what shows up on the actual, kind of like on the actual post. You can see text. That is called your copy. Your copy is very important, and it has to be written in a way where it's persuasive. And what I recommend, and I'm going to do a separate video about this as I get into, but the first thing is the first part is you draw attention. So drawing attention in copy says, hey, do you struggle with? You're calling out specifically someone and someone's pain, and you're asking a question. Then you list the pains. Are you struggling with this? Are you struggling with that? Or do you have a hard time? Whatever the pains are that your client deals with. And then you transition after you list the pains is, well, my name is, you introduce who you are, how you solve those pains, and then you have a call to action at the end. That's how simple copy can be. And obviously, it depends on what you're going to do it for. But this is a great way to start getting people to view your ads on Facebook, see that what you do and what problems you solve, and they'll at least inquire about a phone call with you. So the primary text is the main text that shows up. Then there's the headline. Your headline is going to say something catchy like, are you struggling with? Do you want to know how to? So that people can see that and it'll catch their attention. And then description is just a simple description about your ad underneath the headline. Those are the main parts. And the last thing you have to add is the website URL. So if it's your website or if it's a funnel, you want to make sure you have that website on there and you paste it there, and then you make sure that that website is actually working. You don't want to spend money on an ad and then you see that the link to your website is broken. Once you're done with that, you now have your call, you have your headline, your primary text, your description, you have your link on the ad, and you have either your picture or your video. You pick your button. So at the bottom of and I'll show you, I'm going to put something together real quick for you guys so you guys can see the preview. So primary, I'll just put a basic, are you struggling with, I'm going to kind of show you guys WEIG with weight. All right, so I got that. All right, I'm gonna add an image just so that you guys can kind of see. Now, as far as your images, one thing that you can do is select an image that's captivating. If you're gonna choose an image, and that fits the the size required by Facebook and doesn't have too many words on it. So I'm picking a random picture now just so you guys can see. All right, cool. So I got that. I got that. So the next thing I'm going to do is I already put the primary text in. Let me scroll down. Actually, I'm going to change the primary text since I might have changed my picture. You have life insurance. Obviously, when this is a real ad, I put more, but I just want to show you for demonstration purposes. And then under the headline, I'm simply going to type get a quote today. All right, we got that in there. Let me turn off the preview for now until I'm done. It creates a delay when you're typing out the ad, by the way, and you're showing a preview because it updates the preview before it allows you to continue. All right, so we got that. Description here, as far as for my ad, I'm gonna put life insurance with living benefits. All right. All right, and then you add your website. I'm just gonna put whatever website here. All right, so for the most part, I'm basically done. In this drop-down menu, I have learned more. You can always change that to get a quote, get an offer, listen now. There's different call to actions there. And then I'm going to turn on the preview and see what it looks like, just so you guys can understand the different elements and I can point them out to you. All right, so this is the ad that I just created. Obviously here you can see it's ran off this page. It was just for demonstration purposes. You have your photo here. You have your headline here, get a quote today. You have your description, life insurance, living benefits. Your call to action button, which is get quote. And then you have your URL, your website. Those are the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements on an ad. Now, if you're watching this, obviously the next step is to hit publish once everything is good. But if you're watching this and you're thinking, I need to run my first ad. If it's been on the back of your mind, I do have an offer for you. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to learn more about Facebook ads, I have a training that I provide for you guys in the description below. It's Facebook ads made easy. So if you're looking to learn a little bit more about running Facebook ads, it's a training that usually costs hundreds of dollars that you have the access for only $17. If you're interested in that training, go ahead and click on the link in the description and we'll send it right over. Appreciate you for tuning in and make sure that you hit the subscribe button.